This is a review of Attack on Titan. Spoiler alert. I do not own this series. No shit, Sherlock. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Gardetrace. Here we are with another anime review. Today we'll be focusing on an anime that everyone and their dog has seen by now. If you haven't seen this anime at this point in time, then what the hell have you been doing with your life? Today's anime is from 2013 by which studio? Shingeki no Kyojin. Or as we English speakers call it, Attack on Titan. Over 100 years ago, these giant humanoid creatures known as Titans appeared without warning and began devouring humans. These creatures have been proven to not require any form of sustenance, so they seemingly eat humans simply for the hell of it. They've nearly driven humanity to extinction, so in order to survive, the remaining humans built 3 layers of ridiculously high walls known as Maria, Rose, and Cena that not even the Titans themselves can scale. But one thing I gotta ask, since I'm a nitpicky motherfucker, is if they were under constant attack from the Titans, how the fuck did they build those walls? They'd be getting eaten as they're laying the foundation for those walls. Hell, they'd be getting eaten as they're drawing the blueprints for it. But I'm expected to just go with it, so I will, for now. Humanity has been living inside of the walls for so long that they forget what the outside world looks like. They've never heard of the fucking ocean. There are soldiers known as the Survey Corps who battle Titans using devices known as 3D maneuver gear, which allows them to zip around like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web in his eyes, catches seeds just like lightning.
They venture outside of the walls in an attempt to reclaim lost land from the Titans. Unfortunately, their attempts haven't been very successful. One day, their 100 years of peace comes to an abrupt end when a colossal Titan, who is even taller than the walls themselves, appears out of nowhere and kicks a hole in Wall Maria, leading to the Titans breaching the walls, and at that point a feeding frenzy ensues. And the results aren't pretty. Here's the thing. Don't get attached to any character in the series. Anyone can die at any time, except Mikasa. So most of the characters aren't worth talking about, or are even all that interesting to talk about. That's a shame. If anyone can die, then at least make me give a shit that they're dying as opposed to using their deaths as pure shock value. There are a few interesting supporting characters in this series, like Sasha Blouse. But I will only focus on the 3 main characters. Enter our protagonist, Eren Yeager. He's a hot-blooded youth who admires the Survey Corps and wishes to join them in spite of the danger because he hates the idea of being trapped within the walls his entire life.
So where would you rather die? Here? Or in a Jaeger?
He experiences firsthand the appearance of the colossal Titan, and his world is forever turned upside down as his mother is eaten by a Titan before his very eyes. Are you gonna doo-doo her out? In a fit of rage, Eren vows to kill all of the Titans.
Understandable, his mom did get eaten by one.
A year later, Eren, along with Mikasa and Armin, joined the military in order to be able to combat the Titans. Eren is a bit of an asshole. He talks down on those who would rather farm than join the military, as well as those who want to join the military police in order to live comfortably inside of the walls. Now, Eren as a character is very straightforward. His goal: venture outside of the walls, kill Titans. So Eren as a character is very easy to understand, and it's quite surprising that he took his tragic past quite well. However, he isn't made of stone. He's not trying to achieve his goals by throwing others under the bus, and he is shown to care about his comrades. Next up is Mikasa Ackerman, Eren's adoptive sister,
Falcon Punch!
and Attack on Titan's resident badass. How they met I call bullshit on, because there's no way in hell 2 8-year-olds managed to do the shit that they did. After that event, the Jaeger family took her in as one of their own. She is very devoted to Eren and is willing to stand by his side wherever he goes. The thing about Mikasa is she's portrayed as being this goddess of badassery who is absolutely flawless. She is proficient in every area of training and is even the top of her class. Her skills match those of the Survey Corps members.
The problem is, how is she that good at what she does? The plot armor is strong with this one.
So the fact that she's so flawless is a flaw in of itself. Another flaw is the fact that if Eren is in danger, she will drop everything to come to his aid, even if it jeopardizes the mission, her comrades, or even herself.
しかしいい加減にしようミカサお前までおたついてんじゃねえ
Her dialogue mostly consists of her calling out Eren's name.
Eren, 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 Eren.
It's like she's trying to compete with Inuyasha and Kagome with how much she can call out someone's name.
Inuyasha!
Kagome!
Inuyasha!
Kagome!
Inuyasha!
Kagome!
Inuyasha!
Kagome!
Inuyasha!
Kagome!
Shut the fuck up!
Mikasa is pretty much a satellite character to Eren as opposed to really having her own personality.
その時は私も一緒に行くから。
Oh yeah, and why is she such a dick to Potato Girl? And finally we have Armin Arlert, a friend of Eren and Mikasa. He's very wimpy and gets bullied a lot, which leads to his friends coming to his rescue. What Armin lacks in physical strength, he makes up for it with his book smarts and tactical knowledge. However, that doesn't mean that he is all-knowing and can't eventually do something stupid every now and then. Like Mikasa, Armin is loyal to Eren, however, he's not clingy to Eren, nor is his character defined by him, because he strives to do whatever he can to not be a burden to anyone else.
He's easily the most relatable of the three, as he would greatly indicate how fearful anyone would be in this situation.
Seriously, when the shit hits the fan, you'll wish you wore the brown pants.
Wit Studio is a pretty new animation studio whose producers are from Production IG, who are known for producing quality anime such as Ghost in the Shell. Their first work here is Attack on Titan, and I gotta say, Wit Studio is definitely off to a good start.
Its art style and direction are among some of the best we've seen of anime in this decade, and to watch everyone fly around in those 3D maneuver gears is fucking epic.
It was like a nightmare, it's painful for me, 'cause nobody wants to die to
its level of detail, the art style of the anime is leagues better than the art style of the manga. Like, seriously, what the fuck is up with the manga?
サシャが放棄した音です。
Here's the deal. Don't watch the dub. Watch the sub. The dub sucks. Looking at you, Bryce Papenbrook. Now, it's not 100% his fault, but he doesn't help the situation either. Anytime he tries to make Aaron's voice sound edgy, he sounds like a fucking chainsaw is running through his throat.
I want to become a member of the Scouts and slaughter every Titan that crosses my path.
I just cannot take Papenbrook seriously when he is trying to voice Aaron. Now the Japanese voice actor Yuki Kaji, on the other hand, does Aaron's voice a whole lot of justice, whereas Papenbrook's performance is straight up laughable. Compare this
エレンが調査兵団に入りたいって。
ミカサ、言うなって
with this.
So, Aaron's thinking about joining the Scouts.
Way to keep a secret, mouth!
That's something a white guy who thinks he's black would say.
Listen to you, mouth!
To whoever was in charge of the dialogue of the dub and whoever approves the dialogue, both of your asses should seriously be fired. Although I gotta say, I was quite impressed with Annie's English voice.
First rule of this life, kid. The better you are at dropping the bad guys, the more distance the powers that be put between you.
Now, one thing you cannot deny is that the soundtrack is fucking awesome. It really goes hand in hand with the awesome visuals of Attack on Titan, and it will keep you pumped up for the action all throughout. Opening 1, Gurren no Yumiya, is an amazing song which does one hell of a job of setting you up for the insanity that is Attack on Titan. It's one of the best openings we've gotten in anime this decade, and it's a definite fan favorite for very good reason. Now, opening 2, Jiu no Tsubasa, is a song that initially made me greatly miss opening 1. However, it is a fantastic song in its own right, and its visuals are actually better than that of opening 1, in my opinion. Ending 1 is a nice contrast to the rest of the series, as it's a soothing melody that calms you down for the next episode. Now, the song does pick up in speed as it goes along, and I love the focus on Mikasa here. The visuals of this ending are absolutely beautiful. Now, ending 2 says, fuck calming you down, I'm gonna keep you pumped up as we get into the next episode. Now, this song will definitely pump you up, or it will piss you off once you get to a cliffhanger. And speaking of cliffhangers,
Still here? Okay.
hey guys, remember the Colossal Titan? It appears right the fuck out of nowhere and kicks a hole in Wall Rose.
Where the fuck has it been for all this time?
I sure hope the Armored Titan doesn't appear again. So pretty much history repeats itself. A feeding frenzy ensues yet again, including Eren himself gets eaten.
What the fuck? You're killing off the main character? Be honest, that's what you initially thought. Maybe Eren was a decoy protagonist.
So when Mikasa learns of the death of Eren, she copes by slaughtering as many Titans as she can till she runs out of gas, gets cornered, and then gets saved by a Titan? A Titan is fighting other Titans? It's later revealed that this Titan is actually Eren Yeager himself.
Say what?
I thought Mikasa's plot armor was strong.
After some pointless bullshit involving some little dick's nutcase of a commander, they decide to use Titan Eren to carry a giant boulder to plug the hole in the wall that the Colossal Titan created. However, it didn't work out at first because Titan Eren actually attacked Mikasa.
Don't hit the waifu!
But it does all work out in the end, as he does end up plugging the hole in the wall. But put it this way, he just realized he had the power to transform into a Titan, so I'm sure he hasn't had time to learn to control it yet. Somebody please tell these Wallhovas witnesses and military police at this court hearing, as they're pointing fingers like idiots. After Eren gets a thorough ass-kicking by the god of badass himself, Captain Levi, it is decided that Eren would be put under custody of the Survey Corps. Now, as for the Survey Corps, I gotta say, these guys are the most unlikable group of douches I ever seen. They're supposed to be a group of badasses, but as far as I'm concerned, they're never around when you really need them to be, and their abilities are simply informed ones as far as I'm concerned. Oh, and Hanji greatly overdoes the mad scientist cliche. Now, there's a new mission to venture inside of Wall Maria, as the so-called secret to humanity's salvation lies within the basement of Eren Yeager's old house. Remember that key we keep getting shown throughout the series? Unfortunately, the entire plan is completely shot to shit with the appearance of a female Titan. Armin gets an up-close and personal look of the female Titan and can't immediately make out who it is. Seriously? You seriously can't figure it out? Aren't you supposed to be the smart one? To say that everyone is screwed would be the understatement of the century, as everyone is pretty much royally fucked in the ass by her. Her appearance proves that Eren is not the only Titan shifter. So there are humans on the Titan side?
Looks like we have a conspiracy on our hands. Everyone loves a good conspiracy.
Do you know how many government satellites are watching any citizen at any moment?
No.
23. Do you know how many religious relics are kept at the Pentagon?
No, I don't.
23.
Do you know how old I currently am? 23.
You see a pattern emerging here, man?
Man, I'm seeing patterns all over the place. Get that smoke out my face.
The female Titan's target is Eren Yeager, who has the option to turn into a Titan himself. However, after some bullshit words from Levi's squad about trusting your comrades, despite the fact that they really haven't given him any reason whatsoever to put any form of trust into them, he decides not to transform into a Titan and to trust their judgment. Then he immediately realizes that that was the wrong decision, as Levi's squad members get murdered one after the other. And then after this, Eren winds up turning into a Titan anyway.
So, what was all that trust bullshit you guys were talking about? Do you see why I don't like them?
Yeah, this is what trust gets you, you dumb fucks. So the two Titans fight. It looks like Eren's gonna rape her. She kicks his fucking head off, and then she eats his ass, much to the horror of Mikasa. Mikasa rushes in to save Eren and would have gotten murdered if it wasn't for Levi stepping in. They do succeed in saving Eren, however the mission is royally fucked. After a long, convoluted explanation of evidence that was entirely pointless because Mikasa was able to recognize the Titan's face, it is revealed that Annie Leonhardt is the female Titan.
You mean to tell me none of you guys could figure it out just by looking at her face? Specifically the nose? Mikasa is the smartest person in the whole anime.
So Annie transforms, then Eren transforms, and Falcon punches the bitch right in the face, while Hova's witnesses get flattened by that ass, and then the two Titans have their rematch in the city and cause a shitload of collateral damage in the process. Then Annie's bitch ass tries to escape over the walls, but then Mikasa swoops in and cuts her fucking fingers off, followed by Eren punching her fucking head off, but then she traps herself in diamonds so that no one can interrogate her, and absolutely nothing is accomplished.
Seriously. Nothing.
Wow, way to shoot the shaggy dog. As if all of that stuff didn't fuck with us enough, it's later revealed that there are Titans in the walls. Then the series ends on the biggest cliffhanger ever.
What the fuck? There's a reason why Attack on Titan's popular. It's good. It's different from the majority of anime that we have seen as of late, and also it keeps us wanting more.
Its suspense combined with its amazing visuals and kick-ass soundtrack makes this series an absolute thrill ride that we will want to follow all the way through from beginning to end.
However, while it's good, it isn't great. It's cast of mostly uninteresting characters combined with a lot of recapping and monologuing, as well as its completely unsatisfying cliffhanger ending, keeps this series just shy of being truly spectacular. But hey, at least it didn't resolve itself with some sort of filler ending to keep its story self-contained. Its ending leaves for the promise of more to come. Though we had to wait 4 fucking years for it.
So, after taking everything into consideration, I will award Attack on Titan with a score of 8.8 out of 10, giving it a gold rating with the recommendation to buy it. Now, during my initial watch of this anime, I would have likely have given this anime a score somewhere in the 9s. However, after my second watch through, I realized that this anime has too many problems to be 9 worthy. However, it's still good enough for a high 8 rating in my opinion. On the positive side, this anime has one hell of a soundtrack. Its animation and direction are some of the best that I have seen in anime, and I expect no less from Production IG. And also, its action will keep you at the edge of your seat. On the negative side, its dub is shit, and so is Bryce Papenbrook. A lot of characters die, and I'm out of fucks to give for a lot of them. Also, that ending. Seriously, way to leave us fucking hanging. Attack on Titan is licensed by Funimation, and it is also available for streaming on Crunchyroll. For alternative anime recommendations, I could point you towards Claymore, a 2007 anime from Studio Madhouse with a similar visual aesthetic to Attack on Titan. It also takes place in a fantasy world setting, though the characters battle demons as opposed to giants. Another anime I could point you towards would be 1997's Berserk from OLM, which Claymore itself was heavily inspired by, and it has fantastic storytelling. Now, in the case of all 3 series, none of them end on any satisfying note, which makes the 3 of them all the more similar to one another.
And that concludes this review. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more reviews to come. Also, to be sure you guys keep up with what anime I have seen and what I'm planning, be sure to check out my anime list. Also, if you'd like to help out with the production of this channel, then support me on Patreon. Anything you guys could contribute would be very helpful and would be greatly appreciated. All of the links to everything are in the description below. So with that being said, I will see you guys later.
As much as the other painful for me, cause nobody wants to die too fast. Remember days of grief, now it's strange for me. I could see your face, I could hear your voice. Remember the day we met, it's painful for me, cause nobody wants to die too fast. Remember the days we dreamt, it's painful for me. I could see your face, I could hear your voice. It was like I never